Albert Hofmann, a name you might not recognize, changed the world. Born in Switzerland in 1906, he was a curious kid. Loved nature, loved exploring. This curiosity led him to chemistry. He became a brilliant chemist, joining Sandow's laboratories. His focus, ergot, a fungus, sounds boring, right? Hold on. This fungus contained lysergic acid, the building block for something big. Hofmann was a dedicated scientist, meticulous and passionate. He wasn't looking for a party drug. He was investigating compounds, searching for medical uses. His work was vital. He synthesized LSD in 1938, part of a larger research program. But it sat on the shelf for 5 years. In 1943, Hofmann decided to revisit LSD. He accidentally absorbed a small amount, changing his life and the world forever. Hofmann's first LSD experience was on his bicycle. He was heading home from the lab. The world around him started to shift. Colors became more intense. Sounds echoed strangely. He felt strange, uneasy. He made it home, laid down, and the world really got weird. His senses went into overdrive. The world transformed into a kaleidoscope of colors and patterns. It was a harrowing, beautiful, and utterly confusing experience. This bicycle ride, now legendary, became a symbol of the first trip into the world of psychedelics. Hofmann called LSD medicine for the soul. He believed it could unlock hidden parts of the mind. This wasn't some recreational drug. It was a tool for exploring consciousness itself. He shared LSD with other scientists, psychiatrists, and artists. The world took notice. LSD's ability to alter consciousness was undeniable. It sparked a wave of research into the brain, creativity, and the nature of reality itself. The counterculture embraced LSD, but so did government agencies. The CIA saw it as a potential weapon, a mind control tool. MKUltra, a dark chapter in history, experimented with LSD on unwitting subjects. This misuse led to LSD's demonization. Hofmann's discovery had changed the world, and the journey was just beginning. Days after the bicycle ride, Hofmann couldn't shake the experience. It was so vivid, so profound. He knew he had stumbled onto something big. This wasn't just another chemical compound. This was a key to unlocking hidden doors in the mind. He decided to conduct a formal experiment, a controlled dose in his lab with careful observation. He wanted to document everything. He started with what he considered a small dose, 250 micrograms. As the effects began to take hold, he meticulously recorded his observations. His mind raced, connecting ideas in ways he had never imagined. Word of Hofmann's experience spread through Sandow's laboratories. His colleagues were intrigued, skeptical, and a bit afraid. Hofmann believed LSD had enormous potential for psychology and psychiatry. He began sharing small doses with select colleagues, carefully documenting their experiences. These early experiments were shrouded in secrecy, a mix of scientific curiosity and a growing awareness of LSD's potential impact. The seeds of a cultural revolution had been sown. One of the most famous early LSD experiences took place on Good Friday, 1953. Dr. Humphrey Osmond, a British psychiatrist, took LSD under Hofmann's supervision. Osmond, known for his pioneering work in psychedelic therapy, had traveled to Switzerland specifically to experience LSD firsthand. This experiment wasn't just about observing the effects. It was about exploring LSD's potential in a therapeutic setting. Osmond believed that LSD could break down ego defenses, allowing patients to confront their deepest fears and traumas. The Good Friday experiment was a turning point. Osmond's positive experience helped legitimize its use in medical research. Soon, LSD was being studied at prestigious universities like Harvard and Stanford. The world was waking up to the power of psychedelics. News of Hofmann's discovery couldn't be contained. It spread like wildfire through the scientific community. Researchers were captivated. Imagine a substance that could unlock the secrets of the mind. It was irresistible. LSD was shipped to labs around the world. Sandoz Pharmaceuticals, sensing its potential, distributed it under the name Delicid. It wasn't seen as a dangerous drug, not yet. It was a tool to explore the uncharted territories of consciousness. From Harvard to Stanford, LSD became a subject of intense study. The potential seemed limitless. Beyond the labs, a cultural revolution was brewing. The Beat Generation, those literary rebels, embraced LSD. Jack Kerouac, Allen Ginsberg, William Burroughs. They saw it as a way to break free. Free from conformity, free from societal constraints, free from the mundane. LSD became a symbol of rebellion, a way to explore consciousness and challenge the status quo. The Beats wrote about their experiences, vivid, mind-bending trips that captured the imagination of a generation hungry for change. LSD seeped into music, art, and literature. It was a cultural phenomenon, a psychedelic wave washing over the world. As LSD's popularity grew, so too did the fear. Governments, always wary of anything that could challenge their control, saw it as a threat. The CIA, shrouded in secrecy, embarked on a series of unethical experiments, the infamous MK-Ultra program. They dosed unsuspecting subjects, hoping to weaponize LSD to control minds. The results were disastrous, leaving many with lasting psychological trauma. This misuse cast a long shadow over LSD research. The media, fueled by government propaganda, demonized LSD. Fear replaced curiosity. The walls were closing in on Hoffman's discovery, but the seeds of change had been sown, and they would continue to grow, even in the shadows. Despite the growing fear and the shadow of government misuse, legitimate scientific research into LSD continued, albeit cautiously. Scientists, driven by genuine curiosity and a belief in LSD's potential, pushed forward. Their work yielded tantalizing glimpses into the workings of the human brain. One area of particular interest was LSD's impact on creativity. Early studies suggested that LSD could enhance certain aspects of creativity, such as divergent thinking. However, progress was hampered by increasingly restrictive regulations. Despite these challenges, some dedicated researchers persisted, laying the groundwork for the psychedelic renaissance of the 21st century. The discovery of LSD had a profound impact on the field of psychopharmacology. Prior to LSD, our understanding of the brain's chemical language was rudimentary. LSD provided a powerful new tool for probing the complexities of brain chemistry. The study of LSD's effects led to a deeper understanding of neurotransmitters. This realization ushered in a new era of psychiatric medication development. The legacy of LSD research can be seen in the countless lives improved by these medications. Despite decades of stigma and suppression, the legacy of LSD research continues to shape our understanding of the brain and consciousness. The resurgence of interest in psychedelics in recent years is a testament to the enduring power of Hoffman's discovery. Modern brain imaging techniques are allowing scientists to study the effects of LSD on the brain in unprecedented detail. This renewed research is challenging long-held assumptions about the nature of consciousness. LSD's impact on art, music, literature, and popular culture is undeniable. As we delve deeper into the mysteries of the brain, the lessons learned from LSD research will undoubtedly continue to guide us. The allure of LSD wasn't confined to laboratories and bohemian circles. Even Hollywood couldn't resist the siren call of this mind-altering substance. One of the most surprising cases involved Cary Grant. Grant began experimenting with LSD under the care of a psychiatrist. His experience with LSD was something he openly discussed, challenging the prevailing narrative of LSD as a dangerous drug. Grant's openness helped to chip away at the stigma surrounding LSD. No discussion of LSD's cultural impact would be complete without mentioning the Beatles. Their experimentation with LSD became intertwined with their music and their message. LSD, for the Beatles, was a key to unlocking new levels of creativity. The influence of LSD on the Beatles' music is undeniable. The Beatles' embrace of LSD helped to popularize psychedelic culture. Their willingness to experiment cemented their status as icons of the counterculture movement. LSD's influence on the art world extended far beyond the Beatles' album covers. It infiltrated every artistic medium, from painting and sculpture to film and performance art, leaving an enduring legacy of psychedelic aesthetics and mind-bending imagery. Artists under the influence of LSD sought to capture the ineffable, to translate the subjective experience of altered consciousness into tangible forms. One of the most recognizable genres of LSD art is psychedelic poster art, which emerged from the San Francisco Bay Area in the mid-1960s. These posters, often created to promote concerts and events, featured swirling fonts, vibrant colors, and surreal imagery that reflected the LSD-inspired counterculture. Artists like Wes Wilson and Stanley Mouse became synonymous with this style, their iconic posters serving as visual artifacts of a time when art, music, and psychedelic exploration converged. Beyond the realm of poster art, LSD's influence could be seen in the works of established artists like Salvador Dali and Andy Warhol, both of whom experimented with the drug and incorporated its psychedelic aesthetics into their art. LSD's impact on art wasn't limited to aesthetics, it also challenged traditional notions of artistic expression, blurring the lines between artist and audience, reality and perception. The legacy of LSD art is a testament to the power of altered states of consciousness to unlock creativity, expand artistic boundaries, and challenge our very perception of the world around us. Albert Hofmann, the man who chased a molecule and found a revolution, died in 2008 at the age of 102. He lived long enough to see his discovery demonized, then cautiously reconsidered. He saw LSD go from a promising psychiatric tool to a cultural hand grenade, then back to the lab, its potential finally being explored responsibly. His life, bookended by the birth of the nuclear age and the dawn of the internet, mirrored the tumultuous century he lived through. He saw humanity grapple with its own destructive potential, its thirst for knowledge often outpacing its wisdom. LSD, in a way, became a microcosm of this struggle. Its power, undeniable but easily abused, forced us to ask difficult questions about ourselves. Hofmann, to his credit, never wavered in his belief that LSD, used responsibly, could benefit humanity. He saw its potential for healing, for expanding consciousness, for fostering empathy. But he also understood the risks, the seductive nature of its power, the ease with which it could be misused. He often said that LSD was like a powerful telescope, capable of revealing the vastness of the universe within, but also capable of blinding the unwary. Hofmann's legacy is complex, multifaceted, and still unfolding. He left behind not just a molecule, but a mirror reflecting our own capacity for wonder, our potential for both good and evil, our endless fascination with the nature of consciousness. The psychedelic renaissance we're witnessing today, with its renewed interest in the therapeutic potential of LSD and other psychedelics, is a testament to the enduring power of his discovery. Scientists, armed with new technologies and a more nuanced understanding of the brain, are finally picking up where Hofmann and his peers left off. They're exploring LSD's potential to treat addiction, depression, anxiety, and even cluster headaches, a condition that plagued Hofmann himself. But beyond the realm of medicine, Hofmann's legacy extends to the very way we think about consciousness. His discovery challenged the materialistic worldview, suggesting that consciousness is not just a byproduct of brain activity, but a fundamental aspect of reality. This idea, once relegated to the fringes of science, is now being taken seriously by physicists, neuroscientists, and philosophers alike. Hofmann, the quiet chemist from Switzerland, inadvertently sparked a revolution in consciousness research, the full implications of which we are only beginning to grasp. His legacy is a reminder that the greatest journeys often begin with a single step, a moment of curiosity, a willingness to explore the unknown, even if it means challenging the very fabric of our perceived reality.